Me ask you this. Here you are at the halfway point of the season. You're 6-2. You're in first place, right where you guys want to be. But do you guys feel like are you happy with the level that you're playing at right now? Do you feel like you're where you need to be playing?
I think we're at a good spot. Last week was a very good start for us going in the second half of the year. Last week we played good run defense, good, lockdown in the secondary. So I think we're trending upwards. Right now we're sitting at 6-2 and still a lot of areas to improve on. So we're staying positive and, taking it one game at a time.
How big of an eye-opener were the losses to the Buccaneers and the Vikings? Did you guys learn a lot from those two games about where you do need to improve?
We did, especially up front in the run game. I think, now we have to make sure we're a gap-sound defense. We have to make sure that we're physical at the point of attack, and it all starts there. So if we can fix those things and if we can really, be stout up front, we'll be a tough team to beat.
Well, this week you're facing the Jaguars, and I think this is the first time ever two Rockford guys have been involved in one NFL game. You got yourself and James Robinson. How well do you know James? Have you ever met him? Do you know much about James?
I have not met him. I've followed his journey since he's been at, Lutheran to Illinois State. I believe he works out with Tim Bailey at Top Performers a little bit in the offseason, so we've kind of connected through him, but never have actually spoken to him. So I look forward to, after the game at Lambeau, just meeting him, honestly, for the first time and just catching up.
What does it mean to you to know that, you've got some company in the NFL from Rockford?
I think it's great. And I'll say just watching, him on film, he's very elusive. He has great vision. And, to start in the NFL, it really says a lot about his overall football intelligence and overall character. So it's really impressive to watch. And to be from Rockford makes you, proud to have someone from your hometown play like that.
He really has slid in nicely to the NFL as a rookie. Do you recall your rookie year, what kind of an adjustment it was for you? What was the biggest shock, the biggest thing you had to deal with as an adjustment coming into the league?
Everything, the speed of the game, just, playing a long 16-game season, the size and strength of the guys, it's a different level. So to see him adjust so well, it's really impressive and something that I think he'll benefit for a long time.
Now, height-wise, James is not the biggest guy in the NFL. Is it difficult as a defensive lineman sometimes when you're trying to spot and find those smaller running backs, when you're trying to make a tackle? Is it hard to find them sometimes?
Yeah, it can be, but I think it forces us to have good pad level too. So, he's also very quick and shifty, has great vision. So that's going to be a challenge for us, no doubt, on Sunday.
The Jaguars have another rookie at quarterback in Jake Luton. I know you don't have much film on him. He's only played the one game, but does he appear to be a guy who wants to set up in the pocket, or is he a guy that wants to get outside the pocket?
Well, he's a big quarterback back there. He made some great throws last week against Houston, so he has the ability to make some great throws and to really kind of hurt you. So we'll be aware of him. There's not as much tape on him as previous quarterbacks, but he'll also be a challenge too for our defense.
Got to ask you about Devontae Adams. I mean, he's just been crazy good. I mean, better than usual this year. I don't know how much when you're on the sideline you actually get to watch the offense, but what do you think of Devontae and what he's been doing?
It's fun to watch. Even just seeing him out throughout training camp and practice, we're not surprised at all to see him, take over games and to see his chemistry and how, him and Aaron have grown over the years and see where they're at right now. It's really fun to watch. And I think he's the premier receiver in the NFL.
And the Packers, like all teams, you've had to deal with some COVID cases this year and all the COVID protocols. How challenging has it been dealing with all the COVID protocols and still be able to prepare for a game every week?
We're getting used to it. Every day we get tested. We get the swab done every single day. We wear a mask at all times in our facility. So now it's almost like second nature. But it is a challenge sometimes, on game day, not having our fans. Usually at Lambeau, it's rocking on game day. It's there's tailgates everywhere. But now it's more of a bring your own juice mentality. So it is different. But once the ball is snapped, it's pretty much, back to football and the same play style.
So are you starting to get used to it, not having the fans there?
I guess so, yeah. I think we're all kind of getting used to it, but, it's still an adjustment.
Is it pretty much a case where to play it safe, you don't go anywhere except to practice in a home? You just don't want a chance getting COVID?
Just be smart. I mean, you can go to, get your groceries or obviously go to the gas station, things like that, but you don't want to take an extra risk and do things like that. But I think that's the great thing about this is we're all tied in this together, and, having one positive could mean 4 or 5 positives. So you want to be a great teammate and put the team first.
I'll wrap this up here, but you're beginning the second half of the season now. Do you guys kind of set goals for a second half? Do you reassess here at the halfway point? What's kind of been the message the coaches are sending to you guys about how to approach the rest of this season?
Just that every game matters. Our goal is to make a playoff run, and to do that, we want to have home field advantage and have a high seed. So we know that each game matters, and this is a big opponent, and they've played some teams really well. They have talent on both sides of the ball. So take it 1 week at a time. Play your best, empty the tank, and hopefully things work out.
Appreciate it, Dean. Good luck. Have a good one on Sunday.
All right. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it, man. We'll see
you.
All
right.